You really want to hear it? The story they don't tell anymore. On. You young people don't fear anything again, eh? Alright. Sit. Come close to the fire. Let me tell you the truth of what happened, and why no one goes near that place anymore. This one happened long ago, but not too long. Just enough for the trees to grow back and the people to stop talking. Back then, our village was still quiet. We didn't have lights everywhere or phones in every pocket. People walked with lanterns, and the forest behind Umidike still breathed like it had a soul. There was a boy named Ibong. Sharp boy. Always asking questions, always looking where he shouldn't. He was about 15, maybe 16. Tall for his age. Laughed too much. Didn't believe in anything he couldn't touch. He had two close friends, Ifiak, the quiet one, and MMA, the only girl in their small gang, smart and quick talking. Now, our elders had warned us since we were small. Never go to the stone deep inside the Umidike forest. The big flat one with markings like ancient writing. That stone is not ordinary. But boys don't listen. Especially when they want to prove they are brave. And that's how the trouble started. One dry season evening, when the moon was hiding behind clouds, they sat near the school field, telling scary stories. Then someone mentioned the Whispering Rock. MMA said she had heard her older cousin talk about it, how one man placed his ear on it and never spoke again. Ibong laughed. Let's go there. Tonight, he said. Let's find this magical stone and see who it will whisper to. If it whispers to me, I will whisper back. MMA said no. Ifiak too. But Ibong. Once the idea entered his head, it was like a drum that wouldn't stop beating. They waited till the compound lights went off. Around 10 p.m., they sneaked out. They took nothing but a torchlight and their teenage bride. As they entered the bush, the air shifted. The forest, normally loud with insects and frogs, was quiet. Not silent, but heavy. Like something is watching. They walked deep. The trees became older. Taller. The air smelled of wet leaves and time. None of them spoke. Even Ibong was quiet now. And then they saw it. The stone. Big. Flat. Maybe 10 feet across. Smooth, like it was carved by something not human. There were strange lines on it, like markings, but not letters. Not Zabadi. Not Arabic. Something older. MMA whispered, it's warm. She hadn't even touched it. She could feel the heat from where she stood. Ibong laughed nervously and walked up. Make Una watch me, he said. He dropped to his knees, placed both hands on the stone, and leaned his head in. We don't know what he heard. But suddenly, he stopped smiling. His body froze. He stood up slowly. His eyes wide. Face pale. Ifiak asked, what is it? What did it say? Ibong didn't answer. He just turned and walked into the trees. No word. No looking back. Just gone. MMA screamed. Ifiak chased after him for a while, but there was no sign. No sound. Not even footprints. Only the darkness. They ran back to the village in tears. Woke the elders. Men gathered. Torches were lit. Drums were hit to call more people. They searched all night. Nothing. No Ibong. No sign. no whisper. The next morning, the chief called everyone. This is not a forest matter. It is a spirit matter, he said. The boy has been taken by the old ones. The villagers held a cleansing ritual. They poured palm oil near the tree line. No one spoke of it again. But the story didn't end there. 7 years later, on the exact same date, a man walked into Umidike from the bush path. He wore old clothes. Looked clean but strange. He walked like he was dreaming. People gathered. He looked at everyone, smiled, and said, "I'm looking for my mother. I'm Ibong, her son." The shock rippled through the village like thunder. It was him. The same face. The same eyes. But unchanged. No beard. No scar. No age. Like he had stepped out of yesterday. His mother fainted. People cried. But the elders, they only watched. When they asked him where he had been, he said quietly, "I was listening." It hasn't stopped whispering. That night, before dawn, Ibong vanished again. No door opened. No footsteps heard. He was just gone. Since then, no one has seen him. But some say they hear someone walking in the bush at night. Some say if you kneel by the whispering rock and listen, you'll hear him calling. Others say it's not him anymore. That the rock speaks through him now. One hunter, years later, said he passed near the place by mistake. He didn't even get close. Just passed near. But for weeks after that, he dreamt of a mouth in the ground. Wide, deep, and breathing. Some say the stone is not a stone at all. It is a door. Some say it's the back of a creature too big to rise. All I know is, it still lies there. Waiting. And once every 7 years, the air gets heavy again. The forest becomes quiet. Like tonight. So if you're ever walking near the forest of Umidike, and you hear your name in the wind, don't turn around. Don't listen. Don't kneel. Because the whispering rock does not forget. And it does not forgive.